Can you share an example of a blind spot you uncovered in your research on IP protection in China and how firms can overcome it?
I have three dominant cases from medtech area where I refer to in my paper, where I said exactly what I found out exactly what I just said. There were three cases. We do have one system, but three different cases and three different outcomes. And this was strongly influenced by their own strategy. Most of them, the failed cases, they just relied on that they have IP protection in Europe and they had enforcement in Europe. So they blindly thought they just copy it to China and will get the same rights. And they failed. The second thing is then, of course, that we do have a different, another one which just go to Beijing because they just want to talk to the authorities, assuming they're a big company having 50 million revenue or something like that, which makes them something special in China. So I would consider that political due diligence is something which is not working very well from that perspective. And in addition, I call it in my paper something like international arrogance. Maybe it's a little strong, but I say that a lot of companies assume because they are that big in Europe or that big in America that China need to bend and be happy that they do run business there. And maybe that should have worked in 1970 or 1990, but it doesn't work in 2025. That's not going to fly anymore. I think the biggest finding or the biggest value I find in my paper is that you need to consider or you need to understand Chinese 5 years plan. You need to be aware of what China wants in the next 5 to 10 years. Otherwise, you cannot politically engage with the authorities if you don't understand their interests. And I think that is one of the key blind spots I found in my paper.